Hey everybody, welcome back to microbeerreviews.com. Tonight, new from Victory out on the shelves. It is end of summer 2019. This is their no-brainer IPA. I bought it in a six-pack for $13 or $14. It wasn't that expensive. This is a unique beer on many levels. So it says easy thinking meets easy drinking. Say that 5 times fast. I'm a huge fan of Victory. Third Wolf is one of my favorite beers. So they created something here that's very different. So it's 6.8% ABVs. IBUs are 55. It's got mandarin, citrus, centennial, and Azacca hops. So that's a pretty cool combination. It's got Pilsner and Carapillis malts. And so what they tried to do here was they call it taking the guess out of the equation, because it's a no-brainer. We've been putting this formula together on the chalkboard to formulate this IPA that you can spend your time doing nothing but easy drinking. Their proprietary HopVic technology slings an all-natural American hop with big aromas and flavors complementing any occasion. Fruity, citrusy. This everyday IPA has notes of tangerine, mandarin orange combining with a real hop flavor to make it a no-brainer and an easy choice. So I cheated on this one, and I viewed 2 other beer reviews. There aren't many out right now. And this is, I think this is, at least I hope, this is going to be the next newest thing that Victory is putting out in the IPA market, past some of this haziness craze that I hope goes away soon. So I'm not going to talk anymore. I'll put it in the glass and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So again, I told you it was 6.8%. So that's borderline getting towards the imperial phase. But if you look at this, it's very pale. It's a little bit yellow. It's very clear. It's very filtered. The head on this is perfectly white, but it doesn't have that orange-esque IPA color to it. It's just a teeny bit hazy, but again, there's nothing residual floating around. The carbonation dissipates real well. It almost looks like a lager. And I stole that from one of the other reviews because that's what it looks like. It looks like an IPL. Now, again, it's 6.8%, and they're going for this easy drinking side of the market. So, again, what they're doing is really smart, because the aroma, quite honestly, is pretty boring. But I think this was intentional. I'm going to tell you why in a second. So there's a little bit of like Azacca hops in there, maybe a teeny bit of lemon, a little bit of what we call breadiness, like a little bit of malt coming out, maybe a teeny bit of pine in there. But it's not a really overpowering aroma with like tons of hops, or tons of citrus, or tons of pininess. It's pretty bland, quite honestly. And I think that's what they're going for with this easy drinking thing. So let's get in the glass and we'll go further with this one. Yeah. So I would call this a medium to almost light texture, mouthfeel, body, etc. Again, what they're going for. The flavor definitely has a nice quality mixture of hops in it, but it's not overpowering and it's not thick at all. So this does not drink like a 6.8% ABV, in my opinion, at all. It drinks more like a 4%. It dissipates quickly, so that's the drinkability. So like a lot of the beers, if they coat your palate and it's just like it never goes away, it's not like your palate says, hey, give me more of that. That says, hold on, pump the brakes, let me catch up. And quite frankly, you either don't drink as much or you're not as aggressive in your drinkability. But this one is, it's refreshing, it's light, and it's easy to palate. And so what they're doing here with this no-brainer is really smart. So subtle on the citrus, subtle on the hops, good complexity, good balance, very drinkable, very forgettable that it's 6.8%. It's nothing spectacular, but it's not designed to be that way. And that's where I think Victory did a really impressive job with this. So again, I hope this is a trend where things like all the IPA from Founders, great beer, but it's pretty powerful for what it is in terms of its flavor, not its ABVs. This is a little bit different. It's a little bit less powerful on the flavor, but more powerful on the ABVs, which I think is pretty cool. So honestly, I rate my beers between 1 and 5. I would give this a 4.5. For what it is and for what they're going after, they nailed this. Again, it's not like super crazy, fun and exciting and flavorful, which kicks it down a little bit of a notch. But Victory, I think, did a very wise decision of making this beer and adding it to the armamentarium. And I do think a very good select market of people who are new to IPAs or who are already into IPAs and just quite honestly want something that's not so heavy or filling or flavorful but still wants some quality. They hit it really well with this one. So if you've tried the No Brainer, leave comments on our YouTube channel. We upload all the time. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And as always, we will see you again real soon. Cheers.